How's it going, everybody? Jesse Montano here, DNVR Avalanche. Well, we are finally heading towards the playoffs, and I have found over the last couple weeks there are 3 questions pretty much everyone is asking. Whether it's friends, family, fans of the team, people want to know who's the Avs X-factor, who's their biggest competition in the West, and I keep getting asked for my Stanley Cup final prediction. So I figured instead of just giving you my answers, I'm going to start a little bit of a poll here in the media room and find out what everyone is thinking and get you all their answers.
It is, it's Bowen Byram. No team has a player like him on the second pairing.
I think the Avs X-factor for the postseason is twofold, and it's Nathan MacKinnon and Mikko Rantanen, and nothing can stop these guys. They are unstoppable right now. They're a powerhouse duo, and it's impressive, and it will only get better.
Evan Rodriguez.
Got to be Alexander Georgiev, right? I mean, he's the question mark as far as Avalanche playoff time, but he's really done so much and so many great things all season long that if he brings that same game, he's going to carry him a long way.
JT Compher. Center depth is one of the most consistent links between successful postseason teams. So JT Compher's got to do the 2C job at a high level.
Injuries and health. If they can get healthy, they can go far. If they continue to have injuries to the same similar stretch to what they've had in the regular season, or even in 2020 against Dallas, they're not going to go too far.
X factor is goaltending. I think Georgiev had a stellar season, but he does not have the playoff experience, so that is a question mark.
Alex Newhook, for sure.
To pick one I'm hoping no one else picked, I'm going to go with Dennis Malgin. For me, he's the guy who comes into the top 6 with all the injuries. They're going to need him continuously throughout the playoffs. His confidence in front of the net, taking shots at pretty much any time he gets the puck. I just think he's that kind of fiery guy you need.
I think just general health is the biggest X factor for the team, and if they sustain more injuries, especially with Landeskog out, it's going to be really tough for them. But if they can stay moderately healthy, they should be in a good position.
I think forward depth is this team's biggest weakness. They're playing a team with really good forward depth in the first round, so I think the Avs need to avoid further injuries now that they know they're without Landeskog. If they suffer more, it's going to have more of a domino effect than it did last season.
Edmonton Oilers, they're skating right behind us right now. I think it's an optional. I don't see a McDavid or a Draisaitl out there right now, but they are red hot. They've been incredible since they acquired Matthias Ekholm. They are the biggest competition.
I'd like to think the Stars are early, but I'd hate to think that the Avalanche get bounced that quickly, so I'm going to go with the LA Kings.
It's gotta be, I don't even want to say the Edmonton Oilers, I want to say Connor McDavid.
And everybody's going to hate me saying this, is the Vegas Golden Knights. For whatever reason, they just look really good, and I don't know how they've done it with 100 different goaltenders this season, and Jonathan Quick is their starter, but here we are.
The Edmonton Oilers.
It's Edmonton. They became more well-rounded this year.
I'm going to go with the team they're playing tonight, Edmonton. Connor McDavid is just on another level.
Edmonton.
I'm going to go with Edmonton.
I'm going to say Dallas. I just think about games that the Avs have played at the Stars that I've been at or that I've watched on TV. They're always close games that end up going to the wire. I think they have the firepower and the goaltending to give the Avs trouble.
It's Edmonton. I mean, the analytics loved them even before they got hot recently. Now their record sort of reflects the reputation of their best players. They were obviously in the conference finals against the Avs last season. I think they're going to give them much harder than a 4-game series if that's a playoff matchup this time.
Avs, and I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb here. I'm going to say the New Jersey Devils.
At the beginning of the year, when The Athletic asked us this question, I said the Toronto Maple Leafs would come out of the East and the Edmonton Oilers would come out of the West, and I'm sticking by it.
And Cup final, I'm going to say Avs over Bruins.
I'm going to be lame here. I'm going to say that it is Edmonton over Boston.
Edmonton over Boston.
I'm going to take you. I got a U from behind me. I know it's lame. I just think this is Connor McDavid's time. If he's going to win it, it seems like it's got to be this year, but it ought to be this year. I'll take the Oilers to win it all.
I'm going to say Colorado and Toronto.
Boston Avs.
I'm sticking with it. We're going with the old school NBA Finals style, LA versus Boston.
I am going to go crazy and say Toronto, Edmonton. I think we're getting all Canadian final.
go Edmonton and Boston. Boston, I can't pick against Boston.
I am gonna go on a limb and say Toronto makes it from the East. Colorado and Edmonton playing the Western Conference Final. Assuming no Landeskog, I'm gonna say Edmonton-Toronto, the old Canadian Cup, first Canadian Cup in 30 years.
I think the Avs make it. It's going to be a bloodbath to get there, but not as big as a bloodbath in the East. And I still think Boston comes out and is in the Stanley Cup final. Avs Bruins.